From Jerusalem, chairman of the Jerusalem Development Fund, joining us from the I-24 News Jerusalem studios. Thank you, Samer, very much for joining us this evening. And we've been talking here in studio on Hamas's interest at this point in time, and help us understand this power balance between Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Is Hamas trying to become the PA while the Islamic Jihad is trying to become Hamas, so to speak, this change, generational change, if you will?
Well, I think it's important to make sure that or be wise enough to see that there is a lot of pragmatism that is growing up inside Hamas under the leader of the leadership of Yahya Sinwar. Hamas in Gaza is trying to be more responsible towards 2.2 million Palestinians who are living in very difficult humanitarian, economic difficulties, and is trying also to strengthen its relation with the surrounding countries, especially Egypt and the UN, also a little bit the few European countries that are talking to them. And they are trying also to build up on whatever economic benefits that can come to them. And we will notice in the coming days that Hamas will be one of the beneficiaries out of this operation. They were very pragmatic. They were not poetic, not emotional. They calculated things very carefully. And I think it's clear that the Egyptians has played a great role in moderating and in controlling things with between Hamas and Israel. But I would like to say also that I was really very disappointed from the press conference that was held by Prime Minister Lapid and Defense Minister Gantz. For me, this looked like more an election campaign that started very early. Both of them were talking only to the potential voters of Netanyahu. They spoke how smart, strong they were, tough into doing such a military operation, and they were talking about the religious occasion on Sunday and allowing Jewish extremists to enter to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, worshippers. I don't think that anybody agrees that Al-Aqsa is a worship place for Jews, because the status quo says visiting, but not praying.
We will not get to that at the moment. Yes, please.
Yeah, but I think Lapid was the fastest prime minister to launch a war. It took him less than 5 weeks to give a green light for such a big operation. And I was really disappointed that he did not even mention that there were victims inside Gaza. There were families, there were children who were slaughtered during this operation.
Samer actually did. He was talking about the Israeli effort to avoid any casualties among civilians. But I would like us to look ahead, if you will, Samer. Again, I'm not sure that this comparison is spot on, but I will give it another shot. We've seen Hamas gaining momentum by investing a lot of efforts in trying to rally support in the West Bank. We're seeing similar moves on behalf of the Islamic Jihad now. You know, Jenin, Nablus, they're strongholds of Islamic Jihad. Now that we're day after of this operation, if Hamas potentially would maintain this pragmatist stance, if you will, what is next for Islamic Jihad?
Well, Jihad cannot be compared to Hamas. The main military power that exists in Gaza and the West Bank is Hamas. Jihad is very minor, and I think one of the reasons that led to the quick ceasefire is that Jihad Islam got exhausted. It took a very strong blows from this operation. I mean, all their military leadership was gone, and they have exhausted all their efforts. This helped to lead to the ceasefire.
Right.